Eddie Rivers here for the third segment for Western Swing Rules, and it certainly does, in my opinion. So we got the lick of the week here. See, before, you've seen the ones I've done before. We talked about the first one about how anything between these two frets. You're playing an E. This is an A6 tuning, by the way, A6 tuning with a fifth on the top. We talked about that. The next time we talked about how you can go up 3 frets. I thought maybe today we'd talk about a simple bar slant or two. What I find the most useful, it's in the interval of 2 strings, skip a string, and then catch the one below that. That one stays on the fret. You pick just like if you're playing a key E, pick strings. You're on the tonic fret here. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th fret. If you're playing a key E. 2 strings, 3 and 4, and 6. Skip the 5th string. Now the reason I'm talking about this is because you can use it a lot of different places. We'll get that in a few minutes. But what's really slick about this is if you can angle it 2 frets, keep the bottom string right where you started. Now you tie that in with the other stuff. It gives you a 7th or a 9th, 7th. I'm not going to shoot a bunch of numbers at you because I don't know what they mean myself, to tell you the truth. But well, I do. But you don't use it, you lose it. So, but anyways, this is a. Now, those of you who are familiar with angle bar know that you can get the same thing there. If you go down 2 frets and then just angle. Go on the ball of the fret of the bar there, but I like this one better. It's more useful. I'll tell you why. Is because you can slide right up into your next chord, and it's really slick. Here's or you can go a fret at a time. And you're playing a 7th, so you can just right up into your A chord like that. So pick strings 3, 4, and 6. It's very important to keep a couple of fingers on the strings behind the bar. Now the reason this is so useful is because you can use this grip in other places. Like strings 2, 3, and 5. Now watch this. Here's a B. Here's a B 7th. Or a B 13th. Here we go with the numbers again. But anyways, it works. And it's the same grip. It's strings 2, 3, and 5. And what's cool about that is that you're already at the next fret. If you want to go from B to an E, B7 to an E, there you are. You can use that in very slick. But you gotta, and when you do this now, keep in mind that the second string isn't going to be absolutely true. It's going to be just a hair sharp. But that's where your vibrato comes in handy. It's a little wider vibrato. See what I mean? It adds a little color to your playing, a little, and the flow. The flow is what I like. Though for anybody who has my record, who bought my record, will hear that used several times in there. So if you've got it, listen to that, and you'll hear that used quite a bit. How it's used in practical use. Like, well, one that comes to mind is my version of Teardrop on it. See? Very slick. And you can use it on strings 1, 2, and 4 too, if you want to, just to go from a, stick the key E, from an E to an A. I don't usually use it like that if I'm going to do that. But we won't get into all that stuff now. It's just this particular one is so useful in so many different places. There's another one that's really cool about it, is that you can slide up. Well, it's just playing the key of A. Here's the key of A. D. There's the E. E 7th. And you can also use the same configuration and the same bar slant to get a really nice augmented. Here it is. And you're already at your next fret, so just straighten the bar out and there you are. I use it a lot. Beauty of this is, this is an A6th. You can use it on a C6th. You can use it on an E13th. Anything with a 6th in it. So mess with that. You'll find that if you're already into bar slants, the hand technique's very important. You want to make sure you got at least 2 fingers on the strings behind it. It takes a lot of practice. So, and also, like some of the classic licks too. Like you can go, well, let's take that thing Leon did in Carina. So then I don't know, C. You can do that. But I think, and it's cooler if you do this. And if you really want to get slick, you can do this 13th thing with the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th string. You can add the 1st string if you want to. That's that. You're kind of splitting hairs there. So also is not to throw into. Here's another one. There's some simpler ones than that. Like last time we talked about going up 3 frets with the 2nd and 5th string. We'll take it with 7th. If you angle the bar 1 fret, gives you augmented. stuff like that. If you go down the 3 fret or the 2 frets like we talked about the first time, and angle it like that with just the 2nd and 3rd string, pick it where it is and angle the bar to flatten the 5th string. Now it'll give you the same chord as this. So you can do it either way. There's an augment, but I don't, I don't want to get too confusing if you're not into bar sounds. Just concentrate on this one because it's the most useful one. That's 2 strings, skip a string, and then pick the string beneath it. So in the key of E, it'd be a 3rd, 4th, 6th string. This part has to stay right where it is. This will also work with the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th string for this other 7th. Here's B, B 7th, and you're right there at the E fret. It works the same from an E to an A. Anytime you're going from 1 to a 4 in the interval of fourths. That will work. And like I said before, this other augment, even just staying on the same strings. And there's all kinds of, Western swing is for classic country, even Hawaiian stuff. It's just a very useful thing to add a flow to your playing,
You mentioned your album. Tell us where you can get it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you haven't got it, yeah, it's on, we can get it at our shows or on sleepatthewheel.com. It's called Eddie Rivers Plain Talking Man. So I even get to sing on it, believe it or not. So it's Eddie Rivers for Western Swing Rules. Thanks to Robert Huston for doing this. Let's keep Western Swing swinging, huh? So thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.